I'm zombie but awake 밤비가 내려wake Can't wait no time is a game so I just put it all my way I'm zombie but awake 밤비가 내려wake
Crazies, you're in the lab. Lee's here. You saw that title too as well, man. We're talking about 8 new more Mandela Effects to get you going. 8 new Mandela Effects to get your mind blown in this universe. Sorry, my caffeine is kicking in, so if I'm moving and zigzagging all the way around, that's the reason why. But with that, remember, some of these Mandela Effects might not be new to you. They will be new to somebody else, so please respect that. With that too, if you do like this at any time, please remember to hit that thumbs up, subscribe, and leave those comments down below. Now, let's get these going. 8 new Mandela Effects to blow your mind. Number 8 for the day is actually going to be the $sign. Yes, the $sign, as you see right here. Is that how you always remember it? In my reality, your reality, millions other realities are still writing it the same way. That way it is. That is exactly how I remember the $sign too, with the 2 dashes. Well, apparently, as you already know, it does not like that anymore. It only has 1 dash down the $sign. It is odd. Like I said, millions of us, many of us still do the $sign with the 2 dashes, but it has always been with the 1 dash. But I'm about to blow your mind with it. I was looking at the Monopoly guy the other day and I saw that. And you know the little money bag he's holding? Well, look at it. It still has the 2 lines through it. Yep, I went through it all. I looked at them all. Still has the 2 lines in it. So how do you remember the money sign? Do you remember the $sign being with the 2 dashes going down it? Or do you remember it the way it is now in this reality with just the 1? Number 7 on this list is going to be that classic movie, Dumb and Dumber. Yes, and the scene where he's actually talking to that old lady and that hat. Yes, as you see that hat right there, it looks off. It looks weird. It looks odd. I never remember that hat being black, straight black. I never remember that. I remember the hat, like thousands remember that hat in that movie at that scene being orange with the blue star on it. That is exactly the hat I remember it being. And even if you Google up hat from Dumb and Dumber, it comes up as that hat and the other black hats, but I never remembered a black hat. It looks so odd to me. And before those come at us or come at me saying, well, he wore that orange tuxedo and he had that regular top hat that was orange, I'm not talking about that. That's still the same. I'm talking about that damn 10-gallon hat like that. It wasn't black. It was an orange. It looked orange. It was orange, like you see it right there. But how do you remember that? Do you remember the hat always being orange the way I remember it? Or do you remember it like it always has been, straight black? Number 7 on this list is an oldie but goodie, but I have to question it, and it is the Looney Tunes, as you see. Yes, Looney Tunes with the U-N. Yes, the regular tune, like a music tune. Now my reality, millions of others' realities, because we watched this cartoon nonstop when we were kids. That's what cartoons was. Saturday morning, had your Cheerios, your cup, it was just what it was. But with this, I always remember it being spelled T-O-O-N, and with this, I always look at the Tiny Toons, the Tiny Looney Tune Adventures, and they still spell theirs tune, like a cartoon, T-O-O-N, and it bugs me. Why would Looney Tunes, the original, be spelled tune like a music tune instead of a tune like a cartoon, but yet still the Tiny Toons are still the Tiny Toons like cartoons? But what do you think about this Mandela cut? Because it does still blow my mind so much about Looney Tunes and tunes. It bogs me. Do you always remember it and still to this day believe it's still tunes like cartoons with the O's? Or have you always believed it the way it is in this reality as tune like a music tune? Number 5 on this list is going to be Alice in Wonderland and the Chester the Cat, and that famous saying and the tattoos everybody got over their bodies when they got this. We're all mad here. Well, as you know, or if you didn't know, it is not that anymore. Listen.
Want to go among mad people?
Oh, you can't help that. Most everyone's mad here.
That is correct. Most everyone is mad here. This is so crazy to me because millions, I mean, thousands, millions of people remember this line being, "We're all mad here." And there's tattoos of it, there's memes of it, pictures of it. It is part of the Alice in Wonderland. It is one of those quotes because, damn it, hey, we all are mad here. You gotta believe that. But how do you remember Alice in Wonderland and that saying, the Chester the cat? Do you always remember it the way it is now? Most of everyone is mad here. Or do you remember it the way I remember it and millions of remember it? We're all mad here. Now, number 4, we're at the halfway mark, and it's going to get good from here on forward. I am talking about Knight Rider. Yes, Knight Rider and KITT. KITT. Yes, you know, the personal assistant device, drove the car and everything else. And actually the placement of where KITT really originally was. Now, in my reality, thousands of realities, we always remember KITT being in towards the side, lower side of his console. I'm circling right there so I can show you kind of where that position of kind of what I'm talking to about. I always remember it being there. And well, it has never, ever been there, ever. It is now on top or right in the center of the steering wheel, right in the steering wheel column or on top of it in the dash. It is so weird. I never remember KITT exactly being in that spot. He was never in that spot. And if you question this reality and you question the minds of us that believe that KITT was over there to the side of the dash, over on the corner and not right there in the middle, top of the steering wheel, look at this.
No, I don't prefer. And what's more, I don't intend to drive around in a car that talks back to me, so either Devin pulls your plug, or you get yourself another driver.
I am not qualified to overrule your wishes.
Well, that's real good to hear, KITT, because I don't want to hear another peep out of you until I can get a call off the Devins, so clam up. I'm going to listen to some good music, and don't offer any suggestions.
Can you tell me why in the hell is Michael Knight looking over there talking to KITT? If he was originally talking to KITT how it's always been, he'd been staring straight ahead. But no, he is off to the side talking to KITT. Like, hey, I'm going to change my own radio. I don't like this. He's not talking straight ahead. But how do you remember this? Do you always remember it like I do and thousands others remember it? Him or KITT being towards the side of the car? Or do you remember it like it has always been, apparently in this reality or whatever we are living in top, right there in front of the steering wheel, on top of the steering wheel? Let me know. Number 3 on this list, I told you it was going to get good. I'm going to be talking about the margarita. Yes, that great old famous margarita. Margarita. How about I just did that dance totally wrong? Look. Now, you saw me do that dance in the beginning of it. I did that how I exactly remember it being. But as you saw in that video, as you're seeing right there, it's and it is so weird. I don't even know if I just did it right because it doesn't make sense to me in my mind. I don't understand that. Even if you put the picture up here of actually how to do the margarita, it shows you exactly how I did it in the beginning of this thing. It was weird. But how do you remember this being done? And I'm not even going to do that and ask that question right now. Take a look at this. So they did it right when they were doing it live on stage, but yet in the music video, it is totally different. What do you remember of the margarita? Do you remember it how I did it? How you saw it on that last part of the video? The Wow, that was kind of pretty good, I can say. Or do you remember it the way it has always been now? It's like one hand. I don't even know what it is. Let me know. Number 2 on this list, this blew my mind a little bit, and I am delaying about putting this picture up here. Everybody remember that product that you would basically glue your puzzles or something so you can put it on a board and hang them up? And you're saying it probably to now, yeah, Mod Podge, right? Yeah, use the Mod Podge so you can glue your puzzles together and stuff so you can frame them and keep them all nice together. Yeah, Mod Podge. You're spelling it to you now, right now, Mod Podge. Well, look at this. Mod Podge? Are you serious? So you're saying not just millions and thousands of millions of people who's ever had to use Mod Podge and do that to their, their puzzles, framers, or anything you had to, glue together to something? You're saying we've been calling Mod Podge wrong the whole time? It's been Mod Podge? You gotta be kidding me. I never, ever seen Mod Podge. I've never called it Mod Podge. I've always called it Mod Podge. That's exactly what it was. But how do you remember this one? This one blows my mind because it's Mod Podge, not Mod Podge. But maybe I'm out to reality. And number 1 for the day is going to be that classic movie Moonraker from 007, and I'm going to be talking about Dottie's braces. I've had this in the comments a lot, and I had to put this in here because it boggles me too, because I remember this so fully with her having braces when she smiles. And for me, it's a personal note because I had braces too as a kid. My daughter just got braces, so I understand it fully. But she doesn't have braces anymore. It is odd. It's weird. Well, look at this.
So there's his teeth. And then, of course, this is the big joke. She smiles and she has braces. But guess what?
Now, like me, we all remember that because it was iconic. It was like the connection of love at first sight. He had metal teeth. She had braces, which was basically metal teeth. It was a match made in heaven. But it doesn't make any sense with her not having braces. Well, I think I might have found the video where she has braces. Look at this. I don't know if that's been edited or not. I was searching for the full movie and trying to look for the full movie and that part of the movie, and I kept finding this one, and she has braces in it. And if it's going back and forth and changing in front of our faces, just like I posted the other day, Luke, I am your father. If it's flipping and changing and Mandela Effects moving right now, it's crazy. But yet, I am not the only one that remembers the braces as well.
Pardon me, but I wish to tender a serious cash offer for this stack of water-damaged little Lulus.
A, that is not water, it is Diet Mr. Pibb. And B, Ooh.
And yes, you exactly knew I had to show the Simpsons braces there. Fell in love first sight, that was the thing. Love at first sight, braces, odd odds. It's just a match made in heaven. But how do you remember that? Do you always remember Dottie having braces, or do you remember it the way it is now with her not having it? I hope you enjoyed those 8 Mandela Effects I got to throw at you before the weekend gets to going. If you did enjoy this at any time, remember to hit that thumbs up, subscribe, and leave those comments about yours and these as well. And with that, have a great weekend. And remember to keep your mind open because those eyes will see everything in front of you. Stay great.
Hang up this phone, and then I'm going to show these people what you don't want them to see. I'm going to show them a world without you. A world without rules and controls, without borders or boundaries. A world where anything is possible. Where we go from there is a choice I leave to you.